Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, upstays alive.
Welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Wow. Thanks for tuning in. We had a big week.
Yes.
We had it was 7 times a week. Okay.
I wish.
We wish it was 7 times a week.
Yeah.
That live we did a live show of 10 minutes of shop, but this time we watched all of the Gringo Poppy.
Yes.
And it was pretty Netflix, I have
Yes.
to say. I mean, we're not numbers guys, but what is it? Did we even say the number?
I think the highest. Yeah, we talked about numbers a lot.
So there was a lot of people in the live chat. We got
693 people at one time, dude.
Damn, 10,000. You heard it here.
10,000 K grand, dude.
I like lying. We should start lying.
Yeah, we should.
10,000, 15,000.
But let's be honest, dude. Us saying 693 sounds like a lie, though.
It does sound like a lie, doesn't it? Yeah, it's hard to believe. Yeah. This started as a fluke. We just watched the Gringo Poppy once, and everybody liked it, and then we watched it again.
Look at us now, dude.
It took us 60 episodes to be like, maybe we should do that again.
Yeah, for all those comics out there that say, I'll never watch the Gringo Poppy, look what we did, dude.
Yeah, I used to be one of those. When I didn't want to watch it, it wasn't because I had anything against Schaub. It was just like, well, I mean, I don't really know his comedy, and like, there are comedians I'm fans of. I haven't watched their special, so why would I watch this UFC fighters special? You know, and I kind of ignored it. And that was about the Showtime thing. And then he came out with another one, and it just, as I've probably said many times, it blew my mind that it was 25 minutes long on YouTube. Logan Paul going, you do YouTube? That's so good.
Were you vlog?
He was everybody. For a moment in time, Logan Paul was everyone in America that was aware of this special. The way he said it was like, you do YouTube? That's like how everybody thought. So you're doing a Showtime special, and then now you're doing a YouTube special that's 25 minutes long?
Yeah.
Why? What are we doing here, Bappa?
But
Makes no sense.
I think we want to do more lives. Mm-hmm. We'd like to do Raccoon Tweeties live.
Yeah, we want to do this show live.
Yeah.
So we can get, I mean, I doubt it will be as filled, you know. I mean,
people will come by and be like, no Schaub, or I'm out.
Well, yeah, we had 25,000 on the Schaub live. So if we can just get to like 10, maybe 1,000 on the Raccoon Tweeties, that'd be real good.
We'll be able to sleep at night.
What's that?
I don't even know what I said. We'll be able to sleep at night.
It sounded like you said something about a steeple in a church. You're like, we'll go to the steeple at night and pray that people keep watching. Yeah. And we want to thank the people. I'll probably thank them on Timo too, but the people that subscribe to the channel, but also more importantly, a little more Netflix if you subscribe on the Patreon for us, so we can invest in some of these things.
The new hostage room, dude. This is you know how they have like the belly room, the original room.
Right.
This is our hostage room, dude.
Yeah, we've had various sets. Now this is in the small room of my house. Yeah. It's going to be the new set.
Yes.
It's not going to always look like this. You know, there'll be. I've said it. I keep saying I've said it before, but my girl's going to DIY this up a bit and help me out with that. She's much better at that than I am. And then she doesn't exist. I've been a great person, never met her. But anyways, no, I'm gonna like make all this shit. Probably put it on some peel and stick or whatever. Shout out to Katie French, Laugh Cry DIY. Maybe we can do a crossover episode.
Yeah, this room is fucking amazing. Sorry for cussing, but
there's nothing in here really except for all this equipment that you can't see all around.
I wanted to update the viewers on our review situation here.
Oh, cool. Did we get any reviews? Because I remember I was like, if you don't get 100, Gerardo's gone. We should do that every episode. Like, I'm going to leave unless we get 5 more reviews.
Which, by the way, join the Patreon, because we did talk about that, why I'm not leaving on the Patreon. And also, the first episode of the Patreon is about people that we have beef with in comedy. And if that's something you want to hear.
Yeah, there's comedy beef episodes. There's the episode on why the redacted reason Gerardo is going to leave. There's even more reasons for things in there that are pretty redacted. And
then also we talk about how we both are the same downstairs, but I'm not going to say anything more about that.
Yeah. And so I'll give you a hint. If you're uncircumcised, you might be interested. Okay? If that's something that you are curious about, you want to, or maybe you're a woman, you want to learn about that kind of thing.
And shout out to the 6 that joined since the live, dude.
Yeah, shout out to all those people.
But let's go through some of these reviews really quick. Which, by the way, please, audio is king. Like, check us out on Apple Podcasts and leave a review. Anyways, I'll leave it there.
While you're looking at, I'll just quickly, the new 6 people: Trap Lord Nuts, John Swick, Carlos, Anne Marie Afresco, Marshall Schoner. Don't know if that's how you say it. Suzanne and Graham Singer. Thank you.
You think you're killing it, and then Trap Lord Nuts joins your fucking Patreon. You're like, oh, what are we doing here, dude?
Yeah, well, I mean, I like that he's joining it. When I saw that, because normally what I do is I'll say, I think I started with like, welcome, thanks for subbing. But now I've been including their names. It's like, welcome, Suzanne, thanks for subbing. And then when I saw Trap Lord Nuts, I was like, do I call him Trap Lord? Or call him Nuts or whatever? And I thought, no, that's both of those are redacted. Just tell him, thanks for subbing. It's printed. Appreciate it.
It's printed.
A new sub.
Okay, so here we go. Desperate and Hungry left a review saying, leaving a review so Gerardo will stay. And the description of it says, Flapper sent me here. So
nice. And a Flappers reference. Killing it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, soundboard. See?
Yeah.
See what can happen if you invest many things. Many great. Maybe we'll be in Ireland next week. Who knows? Or Australia, dude. But we can't be there next week because they're 7 days ahead. Papa, Daddy.
The next one says Best Brains. And the description says Best Brains for the Arts. That's J Bruck 4. Shout out to them.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then the last one is I won't matter until they make Nelly's. Wait, I don't know how to read the rest of this comment. See all. Here we go. You can't see it. See how it says ...
Huh.
Love the show though. And
so that's on the Raccoon Tweeties thing?
Yeah.
Whoa, cool.
FC74FU2. So shout out to them.
Yeah, I mean, I read other like shows and I see the number of reviews they have and I get depressed about ours.
Yeah.
And then like there's never any new ones. So that is pretty great. I appreciate that.
It'll happen over time. I'm sure more people reviewed. It just, I don't know why Apple takes forever to put the reviews up.
I like that. I was just thinking, you know how Shab, he just gets tired during the show and he'll be like, all right, yeah, Helix Mattress, like we're going to be there. And then he's like slumming down, like we're going to be in the Texas next week. You know, I'm going to have a good show there and come out. What if I just start doing that with Shabisms? I do them so much that Shabanese that are just like 7 times a week. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's Netflix or whatever. It's fucking
Oops.
Oops. Oh, really, dude? I start doing laughing. What is it? Too lazy to try bit. Although that's just his voice. That's another thing is like, this is I'm monotone or whatever. And people think I don't have energy. This is me operating at this is high energy for me. I'm operating on all cylinders right now. I just made coffee for me and Gerardo.
Yeah.
Over there. I had a kind of a rough week. You know, I didn't get a lot of sleep. At the office, there was a flood. My house has having issues. I don't even really want to get into that. Kind of, as you know, the mold. I don't know if you're a big fan. You maybe know about the mold. There's more. Oh, that wasn't it. There's more. Now we have like repair people and other kind of people coming over to terminate things. Hopefully.
And just when we thought it was over, dude, we set up the studio, we got the hostage room going, and then you called me 2 days ago and you're like, there's another problem.
I got new everything. We got all the new equipment courtesy of Sammy, shout out, and Gerardo's leadership. So he was like, I'm leaving the podcast. Actually, I'm going to fix it. Who does that? Who does that? And then we got all that equipment. I got other stuff. I got a TV to mount in my room and all this. I got like all this new furniture and all this, and because of what happened.
Yeah.
And then this new thing happened. I'm like, oh my God. And then my power went out.
Oh yeah.
It's like
when you found out about the new thing, the power went out.
Yeah. It's like a karmic repayment for, I don't know, Shab or being a bully in middle school, which I apologize again for. I don't apologize for Shab, but I mean, being a bully in middle school is really that's not acceptable. And I did.
What do you call somebody that gets bullied? Because the bully is the bully. But what about the dude that gets bullied?
Probably victim, I guess.
Oh, victim. Yes.
I think the people I did it to probably saw themselves as victims. And I apologize then, and I apologize now. If you ever are watching it, you know, I don't I carry the guilt with me and the shame and every day. And sometimes I just think about it. I'm like in my car. I'm like, fuck, asshole. I don't deserve anything. I'm a piece of shit.
That happens to me before when I bomb. I start thinking about times that I bombed in my life and I had to shake it out. You know what I mean?
Really? I blame the audience every time.
Oh, okay.
And I know I'm saying that as a bit kind of, but I also do usually blame. I mean, I blame myself too. I'm like, oh, I fucked up. But then I'm also like, that audience sucks.
Dude, I did my first 30 minutes this last week, dude.
Oh, yeah? Oh, nice. Clap it up.
Yeah,
thank
what can I say, dude?
Thank them.
30 minutes, dude.
Damn, how'd it go?
How many 30s have you done?
I don't know how many off the top of my head, but not a whole lot. Less than 20. I mean, let's be realistic. Less than 10 probably. Probably around 10.
It went a lot better than I thought, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where at? Shout it out.
Shout out Shamrocks, dude. Shamrocks in Marietta. It's on the. It's very confusing. I kept saying Temecula on stage, but it's technically Marietta.
Marietta's near Temecula?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know Marietta from work, but I don't know, like, I've never been there.
Yeah.
I've been to Temecula. Well, whatever. we'll talk about the show. How did it go?
Oh, it went great. I only have probably like 12 to 15 minutes of material. And then so
What were you doing?
I was just joshing, dude.
Okay. Crowd working?
Yeah, dude.
Crowd working a little bit? You were like, is this guy fucking? That guy's fucking?
Somebody, I have a joke about the Renaissance Fair. And so somebody was like, they run out of turkey legs. But I thought they said that you, what is that thing called when blood flows through you?
When blood flows through you.
It's like it's something about like
Circulation?
Circulation.
Oh, damn. I can't believe I got that, dude. Wow.
I know. I realized I put us both in the hole right there, and you got us out.
Saved
dude.
us, man. Wow, good.
I thought she said like you lose circulation there, and so that
At
was
the Renaissance Fair?
Yeah, but she was saying they run out of turkey legs, but she was so far away that it sounded like you lose circulation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Was this 30 minutes in May?
No.
Okay, because Gerardo had a hard May, so that's probably why. There would have been why, but no, I guess it's extended into June. It's certainly extended for me. I'm fucked up. This has been a rough. May was one of the worst months ever, and it is my birthday month. Yeah. It's truly horrifying.
May month, dude.
May was really bad. I mean, all that stuff went south.
Yeah,
and then Gerardo was like gonna leave, and I was gonna have to try and film stuff. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't really know a whole lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was difficult.
He doesn't even know we're recording right now.
We are, but so the show went well though.
Yeah. So, anyways, she said that they run out of turkey legs fast, but I thought she was saying that you run out of circulation, and I was like, that's a you thing. Like you can't hate the Renaissance Fair because you twist your ankle. You know what I mean?
It's like just because you have bad health, that has nothing to do with the Renaissance Fair. You gross fat lady.
But then I guess everyone understood that it was turkey legs. So that was my biggest pop. It's an accident that I made.
Call her fat.
Oh yeah, she was not fat.
Yeah, not
Yeah. But I mean, let's be honest. If you're hungry for some turkey legs, you're probably not.
That's
in the
probably why
best
I just
shape.
heard food and I said that.
Yeah,
we're chunky guys ourselves. I was thinking Temecula. I've been to Temecula not for comedy, although there is comedy out there.
Yeah.
I did it because I was working the Lightning in a Bottle festival. You ever heard of that?
No.
Music festival. Ever heard of it? It is a music festival that has I don't even remember who performed there, but no big names.
Yeah.
My friend had an ice cream truck and he was like, I'll pay you this ridiculous amount of money. The money didn't even make any sense if you serve the ice cream and you can eat all the ice cream you want. You just have to stay there. And I was like, sign me up. So I did that. I worked this festival. I got the worst allergies of my life. Like I kept sneezing and shit. And then I realized when I got there that, the music was okay, but I really had to work the whole time. And nobody that I was there with wanted to drink or do anything. There was this girl there that I was kind of like, hey, maybe we can sneak off to the side and drink a little bit. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, I can go get some stuff. And at first she was really into it. Like when we were talking about going,
yeah,
I was like, yeah, we'll go there and we'll party and all this. I was like, okay, cool. Maybe I will walk her to my truck when we get here. I'm in a truck. I'm in an ice cream truck, basically. I thought an ice cream salesman could get laid.
Yeah.
That was my thinking. This guy has all the ice creams, got some money. I'm so dumb. This is years ago. I've been in LA for a long time. Too long, some say. Some say I should leave. But so anyways.
A lot of people.
A lot of people in the comments. So I'm like, I'm thinking I'm maybe going to get with this chick and eat a lot of ice cream, which is the weirdest thought. And she wanted no part of that. And I was kept sneezing and I felt sick. And we were selling ice cream and it was this problem. Nobody really wants ice cream at a music festival.
Yeah.
They want to do drugs. And
they want Molly. And
even the people on drugs don't want it. They come up and they wouldn't want ice cream. They would just want to talk to us and they'd be this guy, these people that look like stereotypical, Burning Man people came up and they just started talking to us about ketamine. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. At the time, I really didn't know. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, ketamine. Yeah, I got to do that someday. Do you want ice cream? They're like, nah, no, mate.
You want to have sex with me?
Yeah. They're like, you want to fuck us? And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, she won't, so I guess so. We worked the whole festival and the craziest thing, I think I might have talked about this before on the podcast.
Yeah.
The craziest thing that happened was, I don't remember what went wrong with the truck, but it broke at one point. And my friend was like, oh, I'll just get the repair guy to come out. So the repair guy drives us to Temecula, which I didn't even know people do. That seems crazy to me, from LA to fix a truck, but I guess it makes sense, things break down. So the guy who comes out is I don't remember his name, but he was one of the guys from Pimp My Ride.
Oh.
He's a black guy.
Not Exhibit.
No, yeah, not Exhibit. The guy that always wore a hat.
Let me see.
He's very cool, very nice guy, and we of course we're like, hey, you're the guy from Pit My Ride, because he works at West Coast Customs.
Lil Jon?
No, this was like a West Coast Customs employee.
Oh,
so
okay.
the show, I mean, I guess obviously it is real, but that is legitimately that guy's job. He still is working at. Not everybody, made it big from that. Mad Mike, I think that's it. Let's see if it is Mad Mike.
Photo of Mad Mike here. Mad Mike.
Yeah, Mad
That guy?
Mike.
Oh,
yeah, that's
shit.
him. Yeah, he came out. Look at that fountain of youth on this guy.
Yeah,
It's the
dude.
same as he did back then. Oh, that's from 2010 though.
Things probably went south.
Yeah. That was for the 2010. That was even before. I think I probably met him in like 2000. I'm not going to age myself. I'm just kidding. I was probably like 2013 or something. Yeah. So he came out, he fixed the trug, and I'm trying to think if anything else crazy happened to that thing. I mean, I watched some acts. I don't remember who was there. Nobody big. But Lightning in a Bottle is supposed to be like Burning Man meets Coachella.
Did you have any reason to think that ice cream would be a gateway drug to sex?
No. And I only had one girl in mind. So I guess I did have a reason. I mean, she was
okay.
like vibe. She would invite me to parties and stuff. And I was like, I think this girl wants to do something. But then she'd be like, do the thing where she's like, well, I don't really want to drink. I got to get up tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, we both do. To sell ice cream. Who cares? What do you want to be sober for that? Why?
Yeah.
Like, what's the whole thing? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well, then she's not into me. I'm not going to pressure her.
Yeah.
I'm not like, all I did was like, I'd be like, so do you want to do this? And she would be like, no. And I'd be like, all right. That's it. One a day. So if one a day is abuse, then yeah, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
I would like once a day, I'd be like, so how about we do that?
Yeah.
No. Then at the end, I was like, this is not into me. So, we'll go our separate ways. I will be eating a lot of ice cream. It was nitrogen ice cream. So it's like it's kind of like they do chemicals, right? So they can have a chemical for any flavor. So Toasted Crunch or, whatchamacallit? Like what are the cereal? What am I thinking of? Honey Nut or what's the Toasted Crunch cereal?
Oh, what is Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored or like strawberry or whatever. So you pour it in and then it's that flavor. It's totally not real.
Yeah.
And so these people would come up and they'd be like, is it organic? We'd be like, hell no. But one of them was vegan.
Yeah.
So it's just not, it was a really bad idea. I won't say the name of this company and maybe he's balling now. I hope so. But I remember thinking like, this never works, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's never enough people buying ice cream. People don't want it. We did Hard Summer once. Nobody cared. Literally like two people were like, all right, I'll try it. Because Hard Summer is like hot people cut off. They're like walking around. They don't want like ice cream like all fat and gross.
They probably have like 2% body fat.
Yeah, they've never had ice cream in their life.
Yeah.
They're not going to get nitrogen, non-organic,
The most ice
chemical
cream.
bullshit. They're like high as shit. Oh, look, ice cream. Let's go get like weird fake ice cream. No, nobody thinks that.
No.
This is the worst idea he's ever had in his life. And I hope that he's well, because that was bad.
So you had a rough week.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't this week, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this week was fucked. I mean, I'm lucky to be alive.
Yeah,
I got
dude.
like no sleep.
For the live stream, you had no sleep.
No sleep. That was like a day. That might have been the day of the flood.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe when I cut no sleep. I had just washed all of my bedding like all night long at my washer, and I even had to go to the all night washer. And I'm like, all right, well, at least I'll get 2 hours of sleep. I said that out loud. All right, well, at least I'll get 2 hours of sleep. I like lay down, I'm like asleep, and I get a text message or a G chat from the office, and it's from the guy who owns it. It says, there is a flood in the office. I'm like, a flood? This really is biblical at this point. How's there a flood? And I'm like, you got to get there and check on. I'm like, so I'm going around, like running around and stuff, like putting buckets. Oh, I can steal your trash can. I put this here. What? I'm not like, shut up. And then throwing stuff on things. And I just like, I couldn't believe two fucking disasters happened back to back like that.
Does it make you miss the ice cream truck?
Yeah, I was almost like, I wish I was back in Temecula. I probably shouldn't talk about this on the podcast, but I remember like the repair guy, he's looking at me. We're both in the elevator. We're both stressed out, like him way more than me. And he turns to me and he looks at me. He's like, man, I messed up, dude. Like it said 10% chance of rain and I didn't put out the thing. I called it and I was like, I looked at him. I was like, okay, yeah. But what I wanted to do was be like, okay, yeah. And then just start like strangling him to death. Joking. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. He's actually really great. None of that's all, it's all made up. None of that really happened. It's allegedly. I don't even have a job. So
Parody.
I've never met anyone. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't really have a job. I'm a comedian, right? I'm an open micer, baby. Daddy. Dude, so rough though, man. I mean, I'm making it through it. And also on the way to the all night washer, I was at my lowest point because I was just thinking about all the shit going on in my house. And I was like, it just gets worse and worse. I'm going to this is I can't imagine it being a worse scenario. Like I'm just going to live in fear my whole life. And I'm like really sad. And I look over and there's a homeless guy on the ground and he's like, has a blanket and he's like doing this. He's like getting comfortable at this bus stop. And I felt so bad for him. And I was like, I mean, I got to think about what I'm grateful for. I feel so bad. I didn't help him at all. I kept driving and I should have, now thinking about it, like I'm such a piece of shit. I do give money to homeless people sometimes and I try and help out. But at that moment I was at my lowest point and I just wanted to get to the washer. And also he was sleeping. I wake him up and give him way too less.
You just wake him up. Here's $2.
Yeah, here's $2. He's like, I could have just got that in the morning. Like, these aren't my working hours. Like I'm 9 to 5, bro. Yeah, I felt bad for that guy. Maybe I'll see him again. Every time I talk about homeless people, I just think about Chad. Because that clip is wild, you know?
What?
The clip, I watched somebody posted again the original clip of Shab where he's like talking about the haters.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's in their old studio.
They're homeless people.
Yeah. He's like, somebody writing comments online. I mean, I look at them like a homeless guy. Like they don't matter. He literally says, a homeless guy doesn't matter. Now, the way we treat homeless around, like maybe that is like an indictment on society, me, you, anybody who's not one of these great people that is actively helping them or whatever.
Yeah.
But to say out loud, I don't think anyone really thinks that. Most people don't think they don't matter. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
Like I do think they matter.
Well, nobody healthy.
What's that? Oh yeah, no, and then mind health. So he's like, and he kept going back to, he's like, they're like like, why would I care what a homeless person thinks? And he's like, it's the same as creating a profile for a cat. Why would I care what a cat thinks? And that's how the connection between the homeless and the cats thing came about. If you're watching this and you don't know about Job and you hear that, you're probably like, what the?
Welcome, dude.
Balls deep in crazy stuff, okay? That's what we talk about here. We discuss the podcast.
Well, I had a pretty good week.
Yeah, how was your week?
Comparatively to May was terrible.
Yeah, May was rough.
But this week, I got, or my girlfriend rather, shout out to her. She got season tickets to Universal Studios.
Right, and you went twice, right?
Twice this week, dude.
I asked you earlier what you did, but I didn't listen to it.
I went to Universal. They have Super Nintendo World. I got a fucking coffee mug, dude. Check this out.
Oh, look at the swag, bro.
And it has to be Yoshi. For whatever reason, they only have Yoshi on a mug. I was trying to get Luigi on a mug.
Yeah.
But Yoshi's got all fucking iced out, dude. You can see Yoshi right there.
I like the mug. Is Luigi your favorite character?
I think he's the funniest.
Luigi's pretty funny, yeah.
In the Super Mario world, who's your favorite character?
I never really thought about it, but I think probably Yoshi.
Yoshi?
I always wanted to be Yoshi in the game. Yeah. You know, I think I picked Yoshi or the bad guy in the
Bowser?
Bowser. What's the game called? Like Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. I haven't played that in a while. Old heads remember Super what is it? N64, right?
Well, speaking of Shab, fucking I got shobbed at Mario Kart, dude.
How?
There's the Mario Kart ride, right?
Yeah.
And we get in line at 8 o'clock. The park closes at 10.
Yeah.
But there's a mysterious sign outside of the fucking Mario Kart ride that says all these rides close at 9, right? The line, I know this is I'm a numbers guy, Doug.
Yeah.
The line for the Mario Kart is at 90 minutes long, right?
Whoa.
So do the math. We started getting in line at 8 o'clock. I cut the line because my girl waited in line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me and her daughter went on another ride and then came to meet with them. And we got all the way to the front.
Line.
Yeah, we cut. No, well, she was waiting in line, so I just got in line with her.
Oh, yeah.
That by cutting the line, that's what I mean.
I don't go there enough to know really the etiquette. I mean, it sounds wrong.
Sounds right. And then so we're in line. We get to the front, and we have like the fucking AR hat on, ready to get the goggles. And then they're like, yo, ride is shut down for now.
Ugh.
We'll let you know when it's going to get back up running again. So we wait for like another 15 minutes and then they're like, yo, the ride is shut down right now. We'll let you know when it gets back. But it's like the park's only open for another 20 minutes, dude.
Ugh.
So unforeseen circumstances, dude.
How long did you end up waiting?
An hour and 30 minutes.
And you didn't get to do the ride?
No.
Oh my God.
But I got this fresh ass Yoshi mug, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's it. We talked about theme parks on one of the other episodes, but I just, I don't, it's just not for me but you're with kids. That makes sense.
Exactly.
What would you, because if I went there, I like Universal enough. Like when I went there when I go there to watch movies, it is the weirdest movie setup. You know, the whole,
Bro, it makes you think that all movies are just like all their movies are fake as fuck.
why?
Because they have the sets. They tried to make a place where you can shoot movies all there.
Oh,
And so it's like,
I've never seen that.
you see like Bruce Almighty and it's like everything shot there. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I guess that does kind of kill the magic a little bit, huh?
So it's kind of like a TV show. It's just like
Yeah.
random sets that everyone else uses there. You know what I mean?
Huh. Using the same set for everything.
But then they got Fast and the Furious and they're like, let's go to Bangladesh. Let's go to fucking Tokyo, dude. And they start shooting outside of Universal.
So the Fast and the Furious, they shoot that in.
I think they go
Universal?
on location.
Yeah, they go on location. They must. I haven't watched one of those in a while, so I don't really know where they're
neither.
at, dude. There's so many of them.
I'm not really a huge fan.
Momoa, Statham, Rock. I missed that era of Fast
Yeah.
and the Furious. Although I know that's a huge LA thing. People are really
Yeah.
into that shit.
I was there for the Bow Wow stage, dude. Fast and Furious 3.
You watched Tokyo Drift?
Yeah.
I didn't see. I think that's when I stopped.
Oh, really?
Tokyo Drift. I remember I watched
You're like,
the
they're
first one.
jumping the shark, dude.
Yeah. There was one with what's his name? The guy.
Ludacris.
Yeah, but not him. The second main guy. Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Yeah, I watched that one. Tyrese is kind of crazy now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything recent from Tyrese?
No, but he had that one crazy phase.
He had one crazy phase is still going. Has not
really?
stopped. Yeah, I saw like a clip of him on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
and he was saying how like he was like, man, he's dead serious. He's like, man, you know, not the Breakfast Club. What's Big Boy? What's that guy's name?
Oh, yeah. Big boy.
Yeah, John, like Big Boy in the Morning or
Yeah.
something. It was a clip from his show, and he was like, "Man, the devil's in everything, man. They try to put the devil as award shows. He's working extra time. It's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And Big Boy says what he says to everybody. Yeah, man. Yeah. You could say anything to Big Boy, and he'd be like, "Yeah, man." It's crazy how the sky is dark purple right now, and everything's on fire, and the water has turned into garbage. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And people don't talk about that, but it's true. Welcome to Big Boy in the Morning. I'm your host, Big Boy, whatever his name is.
Locust attacked my neighborhood last week. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That whole Moses guy is crazy,
Yeah.
right? Crazy.
He split the seas, man.
Big Boy's a Gemini, so he sees things both ways. You know, he just agrees with stuff. He's not going to confront you, and I respect that.
Let me see.
Tyrese, though, for whatever reason, maybe it's because we just did an episode on aliens. I envision aliens watching that clip and being like, "Oh, we don't need to go there." Like the people they're not that smart.
Big boy's in Aquarius.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
him.
Tyrese's most controversial moments ever.
There's an article on it.
Tyrese Gibson roamed New York City subways to promote his album.
Well, was it the album because he has that famous sweet lady, won't you be my, that music video is in the Metro, I think. And he has on headphones when he's actually singing. Isn't that what it is? Maybe I'm too big a Tyrese fan. But I'm pretty sure the bit is that he's singing out loud and he doesn't realize he's got headphones in, maybe.
Yeah.
I might be remembering that wrong.
I don't even know. I don't think
song.
I've heard
Great
any
song.
of his music. Let's see another
He's a good
controversial moment. Tyrese sided with Vin Diesel over Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In 2016, a war of the words erupted.
I agree with that, though. Or read it. Go ahead and read it.
But because see, this is where I got to disagree because Vin Diesel came out recently. Listen, I'm balls deep in pop culture, apparently. But Vin Diesel came out against Momoa this last movie.
And what
He said that
context?
Momoa said one thing negatively about the movie, which equated the movie doing terribly in
did it do
box
bad?
offices. I guess so. I guess it might have been like the worst of the Fast and Furious franchise. But this is also post-pandemic, stuff like that. But
I don't know anything about the Momoa or the Rock's I don't know anything about Momoa as like what he is as a guy or whatever.
Yeah.
But Momoa's in Dune, he was great.
yeah.
And Dune's probably one of the best movies since the pandemic happened. And Momoa was like one of the best parts of that movie. That being said, with The Rock though, I like The Rock stuff is when he's in movies, but I think he's an asshole. He
Yeah.
kind of seems like he's just like a rich asshole who's out of touch. And Luke called him out for something with UFC. And then Luke's like one of the smartest people that I like vaguely know. And The Rock responded like a douche because what he does is he like replies to people and he knows he has all these followers.
Yeah.
And he's going to get likes and stuff. And he's like, actually, no, it's like, no, you're just another rich asshole who only cares about himself. Like in a long line of like these celebrities that act like they're so great, but then they're just counting money, you know? They're like, oh, how can I? So that soured me on The Rock a little bit, although it's only one mistake. But I'd like you to publicly address it. The Rock. The Rock.
Raccoon Tweeties versus The Rock.
Boom.
Dude.
Name the waters. He'll probably reply to me like, actually, shut the fuck up. You know you're wrong. Fuck you. Say sorry and move on. Enough of this like actually bullshit. If you're wrong, admit it.
Yeah.
Admit it, The Rock. The Rock kills me.
Well, let's be honest though. If Vin Diesel and The Rock, we don't know. Okay, so let's just make up a random beef they had.
Right.
If Vin Diesel and The Rock are in a beef together, you side with Vin Diesel automatically?
Yeah.
Really?
Only because of what Luke did. And I barely know the circumstance.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Luke had
the
a
Luke
beef.
situation. Yeah. Because I know Luke is right. There's no way he's wrong.
Yeah.
He's just like not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's like always right or something, but in this situation,
Probably right.
yeah, there's like almost 0% chance that The Rock is more honest than Luke. Just think that when you hear that, even if you don't know who either of them are, who would you trust?
But then
someone named The Rock or a guy named Luke? Come on.
But then I tell you that Tyrese is on Vin Diesel's side. Does that sway your opinion whatsoever?
I mean, Tyrese, here's the thing, and I like his music. I think he's very talented. All these people are talented. Tyrese is just, he's either stupid or he has some like mental stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you, either one of those things, we all have mental stuff. We're all stupid sometimes. He's not, from what I've seen, I'm sure there's controversy I don't know about, or I'm not sure. If there's controversy I don't know about, then whatever. But from the stuff I've seen, I'm just, none of it, even that, like the devil thing is like a throwaway comment.
Yeah.
It's stupid, but it doesn't mean he's like a bad guy.
Because that was another controversial moment. He lashed out on The Rock again. Tyrese was slammed.
Look at that picture. He's slut shaming that. Dicey dice.
Here, let's see if I can show the audience this picture. Look at this guy.
Why would you
dude.
slut shame, dude? Your whole song, sweet lady.
Sweet lady.
Sweet love.
Tyrese Gibson was slammed for slut shaming women.
Don't dress like a big hoe.
He gave a controversial interview to BET. What did he say? Don't settle because I'm going to tell you all right now, and this might be harsh. Sluts, sleazers, hoes, tramps, and overly aggressive, promiscuous women. They are never without a man because they don't have no standards. They
don't have no standards.
They're ready to have sex with any and everything. I mean, he really went in. He could have just said that.
He was having a bad day. Tyrese just goes, B.
Yeah.
He really needs to like reel it in, and I think he just gets a little too comfortable with these interviews.
Yeah.
You know, you may think things, but you need time to think about them before you actually say them out loud. And Tyrese doesn't do that.
Oh, dude, he said my intentions were there, but my delivery fucking horrible.
Your intentions were bad too. Why are you telling people how to live?
I imagine the question was just like, so how was your Thursday? And he's like, sluts, sleazers, promiscuous women.
You're just a baby boy. You're not the real McCoy. Why you running these streets?
Okay, this one's dicey. He was investigated over child abuse
See, this
allegations.
is one of the ones I don't know about. That sounds pretty bad.
2017 was rough for Tyrese Gibson, dude. He struck a child.
Not good.
He went into a race, pushed our daughter to the ground, pinned her face down, put his knees on her back, grabbed her hands with one arm, and beat her with the other. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And he said they're hurtful lies. He hired a plane to display a message to his daughter.
Why is that controversial?
Probably after the
This
abuse.
is a waste of money.
Yeah. No matter what, daddy loves you.
Not the way to go about it, I don't think. Solving family issues.
He melted down on social media. This is the one I know about.
Some Kanye vibes going off in this one.
Yeah. He did
Shayla
a
Ross.
7-minute clip, dude. If you're making 7-minute clips online that aren't funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny to think of a parent doing that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's Alec Baldwin, you know, when he called his wife or his daughter a pig or whatever.
Yeah.
You're a gross little pig. Yeah, I mean, it's 7-minute clip of your dad talking to you. Why? Because they're not talking to you. They're talking to YouTube.
Yeah.
They want everyone to know it's about you. It's about them, not you, really. Tyrese stabs Will Smith.
This is the worst picture to have in 2022.
Yeah.
Or, 23 now. But
Two abusers.
he falsely claimed Will and Jada Pinkett Smith gave him $5 million. Why would you falsely say that?
See, I wouldn't want to say Will and Jada Smith gave me anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know why.
Okay,
It's like I'm saying that they fucked him.
Yeah. He claimed that they helped him out with his legal fees.
Let me tell you something. If Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith give you $5 million, you fuck them. Okay. Or they watch you fuck somebody or something.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so he lied about his second wife's pregnancy.
Weird
Why
move.
would you do that?
Why would you lie about something that obviously you can tell?
Bro.
Because the baby never comes.
Yeah.
It's a stupid lie.
2017 again, dude. 2017 was a rough year.
That would be like me saying the truth, which is that there were 45,000 people on our live show.
Yeah.
You could literally check and see that there's 70,000. So that's just like, that would be dumb.
Okay, so
There's still so many more. This is it's too long an article for the show. Tyrese.
our first 3-hour episode, like American Express sued Tyrese Gibson for thousands of dollars.
Okay, well that could happen to anybody.
Yeah. But
don't
how?
pay. Read it, B.
Tyrese Gibson was vocal in his complaints about his finances during his late 2017 custody battle with his ex-wife, with tabloids pointing to his dire financial straits, which were revealed in his legal documents at the time. Per TMZ, Gibson claimed that he earned nearly $106,000 per month and had almost $885,000 saved, but was also facing monthly expenses over $107,000 and had allegedly spent $200,000 fighting his child abuse allegations. And people say I stutter, dude. Despite the singer-actor's estimated net worth of $3 million, this technically put the celeb in the trouble financially.
So every time you hear a story about celebrities and money issues when it's a man, the word that's always in there, or the words that are always in there is ex-wife.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to lose your money, if you don't want American Express to sue you, stay with the woman.
Yeah, stay single.
Do whatever, or stay single,
Yeah.
or get married, and that's it.
Yeah.
You got to do one or the other. These people that get divorced all the time, and it's almost never going to work out. Because
Yeah,
you
dude.
lose half or whatever that people say. They ruin your life. They take your kid. You have to make YouTube videos and have planes fly around, letting your kid know that you still like him. Daddy's sorry, Kayla.
I love you.
Daddy wants you to do well at the baseball game, Jason. I don't want to ever be in that situation where I'm such a bad parent I have to get a plane.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Daddy's got a plane. No, don't do that. No, I know you want me to. Who looks up at the sky and they're like, oh, fuck.
Dad, can you not get the plane? Slutty, promiscuous women on the devil.
How you doing today, Tyrese? Well, I got these hoes out here. These hoes trying to suck sleazers and skeezers and women of the night. They're too promiscuous. They're always like, Tyrese, why don't you have sex with me? I'm like, I'm done. Okay. I have 3 ex-wives. I'm too busy with playing stuff for my kids. Yeah.
They should have a ride at Universal where it's like the Tyrese Gibson experience.
What happens in that?
Oh, you don't want to know, dude. The opening, it just says, picture it, 2017, you know?
Yeah.
You have to go on
It's the year of
Instagram.
2017.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rough one.
You have to go on Instagram Live in a room. It's like an escape room, but Tyrese Gibson's 2017.
I mean, there would be good music on it though.
Oh, yeah.
Get some good jams. He's a talented singer. As you ride in the wife, there's like, or on the ride, there's like part of his ex-wife yelling at you. Tyrese, why do you keep getting all these stupid planes in the sky? The other day, me and Shayla looked at the sky and it said, I'm a bitch. What's up with that? Because you're a hoe and a skeezer. That's why. Skeezer. Who calls women skeezers? Where did he hear that? When he did that quote, it sounds like those rap interludes. Remember those? Those old rap, you'd be like listening to a good song and then it would be some wild voice like, man, these hoes out here trying to suck my dick, man. Why don't you smoking on that chronic, bitch? And all this, you're like, what is this? They put it in so it's like a longer album. I wonder if the rappers thought it was so funny. I never thought any of those sketches were funny.
Yeah.
Actually, I like the one where it's like, I'm threats pimp. I'm serious about mine. I'm so sincere. That was good. What was that? Jay-Z?
I don't remember.
That was a good one. Shout it out in the comments if you remember.
Yeah.
So sincere.
But yeah, basically all that to say that I got fucking Brendan Schaub on the Mario Kart ride, dude.
That's yeah. What do you mean Brendan Schaub? Because
unforeseen
they canceled
circumstances
or whatever. They canceled on you.
Well, if you think about it, if they're honest with you and they're like, listen, we just want to close on time today. I mean, you can't explain that to little kids. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, you just got to tell the kids, hey, sometimes life sucks. You've heard what happened to Brendan. Just be thankful you're not Brendan right now. She's like, who's Brendan? He's like, I'll never tell him. I'll never talk about Brendan with my girlfriend's kids ever.
Remember the Mold Man?
Mold Man, yeah, Mold Manor. I live in Mold Manor. I don't know why anyone comes here. Honestly, I have so many red flags. People should just start cutting me out of their lives.
Yeah, we did a whole Patreon episode about the mold.
Yeah,
we were investigating mold. And
I forgot about that.
During the episode, we got so scared that we stopped recording.
Yeah, yeah, it was bad. It was bad, Bappa. Thankfully, that's over. There's no more mold here.
Yeah,
there's just other things.
Yeah,
plenty of other things.
Well, speaking of other things, I got a haircut, dude.
Oh yeah, looking good, man.
What can I say? But I don't know how to. What do you do when you ask for, or you know what I'm saying? When you got haircuts, what would you say?
Fade, low fade.
Okay.
Or what is it? High? I think I would say low fade.
Taper fade kind of thing?
I would say low fade because a friend of mine growing up, he would cut my hair towards the end of high school. And I was like, oh, this is good. What's this called? And he's like, it's low fade or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I would just go to barbershops and ask them for low fades.
Well, I mean, that's one good thing about being bald, right? You never have to go to the barbershop again.
Yeah, I can just shave my head and get really disgusting boils. It's great. Now, I've actually, so far so good when it comes to razoring it.
Yeah.
No new growths. It looks so good. Okay. I shave my head now. People love it. No more bumps. No more pain. Okay.
Somebody commented about the boil. They were wondering about an update.
Yeah, I mean, it's really small now. I took out all the stuff. It just looks like maybe a bump or something like that. It's almost gone. There's one positive development in my life. The live was good, and my boil is smaller, and I have bile. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I should shave my head more. I was saying that you kind of look like Masvidal a little bit.
Oh, I guess
you got the Masvidal vibe going on.
Street Jesus.
Yeah, that guy's one of the scariest people ever.
Oh,
Jorge
yeah.
Masvidal. Have you seen the video of him walking up on Jake Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you doing in my neighborhood or whatever? It's like, damn, this guy's crazy. He's just falling around people, beefing.
I wouldn't want to get on any MMA fighter's bad side.
Yeah.
That's why when people are like, who are you going for in this match? I'm like, whoever wins is the best man,
You're too afraid to root for a fighter you think they're going to come find you.
Yeah.
I mean, then doing a podcast about Brendan Schaub is probably not a good idea. What are we doing here, Bappa? We both really like this one comedian. We won't say his name.
Oh, yes.
Because I have a rule that I don't ever say whether people are good at stand-up or not. I don't ever do anything to help others.
You don't talk about men on earwaves.
I don't talk about men on earwaves ever. As you've heard, I will refuse to help others. I talked about the homeless guy I just passed away. Passed by. Passed away. I killed him. On my off time, I take care of a little business. I'm gonna keep it busy. Homeless people get killed. There's this one comic. The other day, I was like, man, this guy's so funny. And I told you about that clip that he did, and you laughed, even though I botched the delivery of it. And I was thinking that he's not doing badly. He's on shows. He runs some good shows or whatnot, but he's never on any of the lists. He's never on like Variety, Watch, or whatever the other ones. I never see him on any of the lists. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I've never seen him on any of the bigger like whatchamacallit?
Club?
Not club. Well, I don't think he's into the clubs. But you really have to go and hang out at the clubs, and which I think he was trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't see him there, but the clubs are so hard. Everyone is trying to that,
Yeah.
But I also don't see him at the bigger alt shows, the ones that are like people know about. And I just think that's always the way it is.
Yeah.
There are some people that are very funny that get on those shows, but a lot of times the guy that's like, or the chick, and people don't like chick, that word. So the woman or the man that is really, really good at stand-up is like not on these bigger shows. And this guy, he's not a white guy, So it's not to say that they won't put white, but you would think
viewers at home are just like, he's not
writing
white.
down or whatever.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like so he's not on any of these things, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why isn't that person who's one of the funniest people that I see doing stand-up ever on this stuff, and then these people that are just, you look at the list, a lot of times half of these lists, they're like, oh man, that person would never make me laugh.
But also too, you gotta, at what point do you blame the infrastructure, the people, like the clubs or whatever the shows, or like you blame the comedian because he's very talented, but you can only do so much if you're talented. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I blame him because he's a loser.
Exactly.
I think, but the thing is, I think he's.
And
like,
I'm not saying to blame him either on my side.
Normally,
I'm saying
you should. I'm somebody like me. I don't do enough to get out. Like I don't hit people up enough for shows and all that stuff. So that's my thing. All my side. Also, I don't think I'm like great. So like I'm not like the best. I'm not thinking I'm being denied opportunities. Yeah. Really. I mean, should I get more? Yeah. But no. But in reality, no. I know I'm fine where I am. But this guy. Well, I'll say like with a lot of people who are very good at stand up, it is usually their fault.
I feel like also you're speaking in contrast to Ham and Sandwich Guy.
Oh yeah, we're talking. Well, on the Patreon, we'll talk about this one guy ad nauseum that we think is a big fat piece of shit. He's basically a ham sandwich as a human being, but that no one would eat.
He's a ham sandwich rolled into a bean burrito.
Yeah, he's a giant burrito. But dicey. Yeah, he sucks. So if you want to hear about that, it'll probably be funnier to talk about.
But I think that's why you're being so hard on the good guy because you're talking about the bad guy in your head.
Maybe. Well, my point was that in this particular situation, let me just say one thing. So most of the time when there's this trope in comedy, when someone's like really, really good at stand up and they're not getting a lot of shows and they're not, moving up, it's because they don't hustle and they just don't have that gene of like putting themselves out there. So that does a lot of people. But this particular guy, I've noticed that he is doing that. Like he's running his own shows, he's running other things. He puts a lot of the clips online. We both talked about maybe going to the clubs more. We're going to go to the clubs or whatever, but I'm the guy that does nothing. So he would text me, be like, I'm going. I'd be like, fuck off, loser. But anyways, he does all these things and yet he's still not progressing at the rate that I think he should be.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Don't make sense.
And I'm wondering what that is. Is it because he's not loud enough? Is it because he's just like not like a hot guy or whatever? And I'd say he's ugly, but it just doesn't, it makes me mad.
Well, there's also other comics that are really good that quit comedy because it's not, I don't want to say easy, but it's just like, it's you see other people getting opportunities or succeeding and you're like, really? Like that's what the fucking vibe is now? Like this person's going to do well. I'm doing like my funniest material and it's not getting the same result.
This guy, my beef really is with the alt shows that don't put him up because to me, it's like are you not going to other shows? Are you not talking to comedians? They never bring this guy up. Yeah. You never hear about him. Like I doubt that. So this guy, I guarantee he's messaging them and still not getting put up.
Yeah.
And that makes me angry because he's so much better than these shitty comedians. Do you know why you're having trouble getting people at your shows? You know why it's not sold out every night? Because you don't put up the best. You don't put up the best comics. You put up your friends. You put up people that are like known in the thing that don't sell tickets. They're not marketing geniuses, Like if I see the people I will like, what's that dude? There are people that are a draw in LA, very small amount. And sometimes there are people that I don't really follow or know much about, but like if Kate Berlant's on a show, I'm like, well, I see why, she has a big draw. That's one of the few people that will actually get people. But when I see people under her, getting on shows, I don't think they're funny and they're not a draw, but maybe they're known in the community. I'm like, that spot, whoever they are, should be this guy. Why are you? He should absolutely be on your show.
Yeah. And
it's your show. You put up, if you don't think he's funny, that's fine. But I just find it very hard to believe that you don't think this guy's funny because he's very good. And he's not, if you were to compare the two of us, I'm not saying like he's woke or anything, but like I'm way less than that. I say things on this where I'm like, okay, well, I see why you don't want me on. That's fine. I probably don't vibe with what you want. But him, he doesn't talk about any of that shit. It's just straight up good joke after good joke. Almost never see him bomb. It's always good. And he's nice, he's friendly, and he's trying. So if that guy doesn't make it, who does? Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people think this, they just don't say it.
Yeah, there's a lot of names I want to say that are obviously I'm the guy if you want to talk shit about comics. You know what I mean? Patreon.com/RaccoonTweeties, dude.
Gerardo's been banned from more things. Not even outside of comedy. Gerardo can't even go to the Toyota of Glendale anymore. Oh, wait, that's me.
Wait, are you banned at the Toyota?
Nah,
Glendale?
I went there again.
Oh, okay.
But I did have an episode there. We'll call it an episode. Did I yell at a woman? Yes. I also yelled at a man, though. So
Well, I'm banned from one place.
yeah. Only one?
Only one.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I can
Boner alert.
I can literally go anywhere, just not one place.
I can't wait to talk about ham sandwich on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a stupid nickname, but it's kind of funny.
I mean, it's a great nickname because what, you want a better nickname so people can figure out who it is?
No, I don't want people to figure it out. I don't want to be like openly mean. I mean, he's not really done anything to me that was bad. I just don't like him. But we'll talk about that on the Patreon.
Ham sandwich is on the mind, dude. That's why I knew it too.
It's so funny. The two of them, they're very different.
Yes.
Like in any facet.
In any facet.
They're almost the polar opposite in every attribute you could have.
Yeah.
Like talent, likability, stature,
Sociability,
sociability,
health.
There's nothing that the good comic has that's less other than maybe followers
Yeah.
or like awareness.
Yeah.
Like that's a perfect example. Is like, it makes me worried about America in general or Los Angeles when this person, more people are interested in what they're doing than what this, like there's a very talented person and a person who has no talent at all.
Yeah.
Objectively, no talent. And because there are people that shit on this, like that guy, the tweet guy, like he's good at stand up. So I'm not, and it's not for me. I don't really like it, but like I recognize that he's talented. This other guy I'm talking about, ham sandwich, nothing. Nowhere near good at anything. So like the fact that he has people being like, I'm interested in what he has to say. And this other guy puts out like a great clip.
Yeah.
That's just like a really well written joke, very well performed, nothing. It's got a like from me and be like, hey, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Who cares what nobody gives a shit what I think. Me talking about him at all is a detriment to him. And I'm doing it on purpose because I want him to fail and me to succeed. I want to bring people down and put me up. You know, we're not close enough friends for me to really care whether he lives or dies. Now, if somebody like, you know, a close friend of mine, like Bianca, Lisa, Scott, I want them to succeed. This guy, who gives a shit? It's just fun to talk about. It's almost funny to me that it's like Job, like I'm kind of like Job in the Bible with my situation where all the shit's going wrong. But this dude is to me like Job because he's like way better at stand-up than I am, funnier. People probably like him more than they like me. And they're still just like, when he asks for shows, they're just like, hey, look at these. Look at these. At least that's the impression I get. I could be totally wrong and he's balling and he'll watch this and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is this? But I see no interaction on his tweets. No, like, and all these clips come out. I just like, you know how clips, they'll be like, you'll see clips from people that suck and they'll have like thousands and thousands of views just because that's how the IG algorithm works.
Right here.
Kids don't even have that. Fucking loser. Like, we should have 10 minutes of him just being like, look at how this guy is really good. But
Look how amazing this guy is, but everyone does not like him, dude.
Am I his only fan?
No.
No, I know, because he did really well in the city that he came from.
Yeah.
So
he is amazing. And if you see him live, like you said, I never seen him bomb.
Yeah.
I've been on multiple shows with him.
Yeah.
And also I think it'd be cool to have him on and maybe Patreon only, but to talk about his experience in the LA comedy scene.
I don't want that loser on because he's not, he's not going to bring any views. I'm not going to listen. You have to have something to be on the show. Okay, we're at the point now where not anybody can get on the show. Okay, maybe once he starts doing a little better.
I like how you keep calling him a loser
because it's fun. I don't really mean it. They know I'm doing a bit, right?
You want to have ham sandwich on so that we can get views.
I want to have ham sandwich hit by a car. Probably wouldn't do anything. I don't really want to have to hit by a car. I get amped up. I'm not really I'm like, this is animated Brendan's. Half the stuff I say, just like all the things I say on Twitter are not real. Half the stuff I say in the show is just, it's just me just going.
I was going to say earlier, if you want to see Brendan really animated in real life, tell him he has something on his face.
Oh yeah. I had all these bad things going on. And then Charles was like, you have something blue on your face.
He's like, what?
Yeah. And I looked in the mirror. I was like, I'm dying, but it was just
soap
because I was cleaning my shower. Man, that guy will never make it.
Yeah.
And neither will we. But for sure he won't. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
know. I just think it's wrong.
Yeah.
I can't not say something about it. I think about it a lot. And there've been other people that I've thought this about. Before James Austin Johnson got on SNL, I would think, oh, that guy belongs on SNL. And I stole that from Lisa Chanou, but that was also my real thought. And he got it. So like, I feel like that made sense in the universe to me. And what I think is what I think, and other people can think other things. But that guy should be at least being on these bigger alt shows more regularly. People should, if I say his name to somebody, they should know. I remember one time I was watching him. He had just moved. It was at one of the clubs. The hosts, who I are friends with, they didn't know who he was. I could tell. And they brought him up. And they're like, oh, and this guy, whatever. And then he just like crushed, and they realized that, and they put him on their shows. And that makes sense to me, and that's the way it should be. But so many days, like somebody will see him do really well. They see a clip, and they be, oh, that's really funny, and then nothing. Like, if you see something, say something. If you see someone that's really fucking good at what we're doing, put them on your fucking show. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time though, it's very funny to me that nothing is happening for him, and he's gonna.
And the comic that he's talking about is Brian Callen.
Yeah, it's Brian Callen. And he's gonna keep you busy. All right. So it's time for.
You want to do Ticking with Scott?
I think so, Baba. And if you check out the Patreon, we're going to talk shit about one guy.
Only one guy.
Don't subscribe because you want to see who it is and try and think, though.
Yeah.
Subscribe because you want to be entertained by us hating someone.
Yeah.
Only.
And we're not going to mention his name to the very end of the episode.
I'm not going to. His name I won't mention, even though the last episode I still kind of feel bad about some of the names I said. Because it's funny, with those people, they're like nice guys. This guy's like a piece of shit.
You follow a lot of Scotts. Okay, here we go.
Scott. Checking in with Scott.
Checking in with Scott. All right, let's see here. I like this one. Boom, 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 boom. And then let's make sure that the audience can see it. Boom. Sorry, we're getting used to this new setup here.
It's all good, dude. We're pulling up Scott's tweet now. Oh, there it is. There it is, Bappa. You want to read it?
If you close the kitchen at 11, you need to take a deep look at your life.
I like that. I want the kitchen to stay open. He's talking about like restaurants.
It's kind of like what I was talking about too.
What?
Why is Universal closing at fucking 10 o'clock, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
The pandemic fucked up a lot of stuff, dude, but
maybe not enough people.
The midnight vibes that we used to have in Los Angeles, dude, they're all gone.
I like the open late thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna, especially our schedule, sometimes they're open late, we're open late, they should be open late.
Yeah.
Doing the pod late at night, you know. We're realizing that our house is falling apart. We got to go wash it. Maybe there's the diner's open. Why can't this restaurant bar? All you got to do, I've worked at a bar. You have a fry later or whatever it is, throw some fries in there. That's drunk people or people drinking. They'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
What the hell? Scott's right.
Drunk people are walking wallets, dude. You could take that money. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. All right. One last time. We're going to talk shit. So subscribe if you want to hear it. And then I lost my energy like Shop. All right. See you next week.
Later.
Bye.